Hey, what's happening, Storm Chasers? Welcome back to another episode of the Domeeri Chronicles. And I decided to do things just a little bit different this episode and start out with a time lapse. And I'm really pleased with my lighthouse. That was a lot of work and creative to get the spiral on that. But while I was getting the coal in order to smelt the glass up for it, I got a little something. As a matter of fact, I got 3 little somethings. 1, 2, 3. We can make a beacon. So we need to go to the end and cheese this thing because I am not about to fight this thing for real, especially not around here, not around Poligus, not with all the builds I've got. No, not gonna happen. So let's sail across the sea there and get into the end and get ourselves a beacon. And so there we have it, a brand new shiny beacon, and I'm just going to go ahead and plop this down and see if we can get the achievement, but apparently not. Maybe we have to put it on the iron blocks before we get it. That way it gets the actual beacon beam. Let's see. We'll just take a second and give this a shot, and there it is. Bring home the beacon. Perfect. And I have a resource backpack. Resource pack that makes it to where the beam is not visible. So I'm going to go out and get some terracotta for this next build. And while we're there, I think I actually need to get some sand as well. So let's go make an easy time of it with this beacon. Why is it that every time I come out to the desert, I get these guys? Yes, I know there's an outpost right there, but, I mean, come on. It never fails. Let's see if I can manage to do what I did on stream the other night here, and let's see if I can convince them to save me from a bad advancement. So far, so good. Come on, yep. Let's see if I can do this. The samurai practiced the way of fighting without a sword. Let's see if Weasel Storm can do it as well. Oh, that's almost. Come on. A couple more hits. Like 4 of them into him. So, it's wearing them down, but at the same time, I'm too close to the edge to be able to do this effectively. Haha, the one with the banner's gone. Means I can strike now if I want to, but I'm kind of curious. I want to try to get all of them without hitting a single one. So let's see if I can manage this here. The bad part is that it takes so long for them to wind up. I will have to kill the last one, but if I can avoid the rest of them, then there we go. And just like that, how to kill the pillagers with only a single blow. And so we're finally back from the desert, and if you wondered why it took so long for me to get this episode back out to you all, this is the reason. I had to go and gather up a good portion of all of this. Some of it I already had, but a good portion of it I didn't. Just to be perfectly blunt. I had decided to do a portion of what I'm about to build, and I got about halfway through and I realized, hey, you know, I can just go ahead and get all of it. It won't take me that much longer. Boy, was I wrong. So, I'm going to start building. I'm going to spend, I guess, the next 6 hours of my life or so building up this structure, probably. So, with this, I'm going to kick it into lightning speed. So, remember how I said 6 hours? Yeah. As you can probably tell from what I'm likely to title this episode, this actually took me 16 and a half hours. There's something like 16 hours, 32 minutes, and 50-some seconds. Something like that for the total time-lapse footage. I went in and I added it all up because I was really curious. I know it was way over 6 hours. And, yeah. I've got to go through and fix the ceiling on the floors, the living floors there, because I didn't feel like dealing with it in the middle of trying to get it built. All of those are supposed to be facing straight up. That way you can see just the backs of the pistons. So I'm going to go through and use a redstone wrench from Vanilla Tweaks and see if I can get it all facing straight upward there. And it's going to take me a couple of days probably to get all of them. But that's okay. I got that taken care of off camera. And unfortunately, that has pretty much taken up all my time. And I'm way behind on getting this episode out anyway. So I hope you enjoyed it. And I know there was quite a few time lapses. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it goes right now with what we're working on. So hopefully we can get to a little bit more exciting stuff here before too much longer, though. So until next time, remember, there's a storm coming. Weasel Storm.